When we look at the way we should eat, we have to take it from an evolutionary perspective, where essentially we're just animals programmed to be sat in a cave all day and not actually know if I'm ever going to eat again. It's only because of modern times that I can nip down to the supermarket and pick up a sandwich. But if you were thrown out into the wild, the jungle, Arctic, desert for example, and there were no supermarkets, restaurants and bars, how often would you eat? Maybe once a day, maybe once a week, maybe once a month, maybe never again. You certainly wouldn't be getting your 3 meals per day. So my body doesn't actually know if it's ever going to eat again. Like I said, it's only because of modern times that we can have an element of certainty and control surrounding our food intake. But how we really need to look at our nutritional intake is that if I am out in the wild and I haven't eaten for 6, 7, 8 days and I happen to stumble across something, I need to be able to squeeze the most amount of energy out of that meal to sustain me for the next 7, 8, 9 days when I may not eat again. Now, what source of food provides you with the most amount of energy? Fat. So what should I eat? Fat. And what does everyone tell you not to eat? Fat. Again, if we take that evolutionary perspective and look at it closer, what would we eat? Yes, if you were in the jungle, you could get by on plants and berries in the short term, but your prime instinct is to catch something in order to have access to a sustainable source of food. And I know it's not nice to think about, but what is the majority of an animal made up of? Fat and a bit of meat/protein. If you look at the David Attenborough documentaries, what is the most prized animal catch in the animal kingdom? It's a seal. Why a seal? Because it's fat. But more importantly, it's a big ball of energy. If we take our nomadic tribes and primal human cultures, such as the Inuit and Maasai, and look at how they eat, they consume animal products, but prioritize the fattier cuts of the animal and the organ. The Inuit actually feed the lean tenderloin that we so easily prize in society to their dogs. If you look at the process of making most carbohydrate-based foods edible, they require mechanical processing that the primitive man or you out in the jungle don't have access to. The process of converting the wheat flour into freshly baked bread requires knowledge, skill, and machinery in order for this to become edible. However, if you look at the process of consuming an animal, again, not nice to think about, but stab, kill, eat.